Getting high with no friends around. Believe me when we're live, life is falling apart. Love is a shame, my darling. It's getting hard with no love around.
Welcome back. China here with another Dollar Tree haul, or what I would like to call today's China's Crafting Corner, or better stated, China's Crafting Corner disaster, because I am not the best at crafting. But I did come across this cute little idea that I saw on Pinterest, and then I'm trying to replicate it using Dollar Tree products. So normally what I do is I wait till the end of the video to start the craft, but what I want to do is do it at the very beginning of the video, so if we goof it up, or we meaning myself, I can always start over, and then we can do the haul a little bit later into the video. Okay, so let's get started with what we're gonna need. You will need a glue gun, and you will need some glue sticks. I have both, but for the sake of saving time, I'm not going to pull those out. But it would be ideal to use either a glue gun and some glue sticks to do this craft. Another item that you're going to need are going to be these little clay pots. They come in sets of 2. For the larger ones, they're 3.5 inches. They also come, I think, in sets of 3 or 4, and they're smaller. But I want to use the 3.5 size clay pots, and so these are the ones that you're going to need. So I have 2 of them here. Another item that you are going to need are going to be these Easter bunny picks. So I got the girls, or what I'm assuming are girls, because they have the little flowers in their hair. And I got a pack of 2. And I also got the boys, assuming there are boys, they may be girls, who knows. These do not have flowers in their, they don't even have hair. What am I talking about? Like a little flower up here at the top of their little heads. So boys and girls, I got this pack and this pack. Okay, another item that you are going to need is going to be either Easter grass, or what I prefer to use is the moss. Now, this one has already been opened, but they do sell this type of moss at the Dollar Tree, and this is exactly where I picked it up. And you will also need raffia. Oh my God, do I love raffia, y'all. Raffia is my thing. You tie raffia on some stuff. I can't tell you how many models I've staged, and you just tie raffia. I've tied raffia on rolls of toilet paper, you know, bathroom towels, kitchen towels, shower curtains, and it just makes everything look so cute and put together, and it works for different looks. Like if you're doing like seaside beach kind of look, if you're doing a obviously like a farmhouse kind of look. So I have a bag of raffia here that I have picked up, and I just, you know, it's a lot of raffia. So this is something that you can pick up. Not only can you pick it up at Dollar Tree, but you can pick it up in various shades. Okay, another item that you're gonna need is some floral foam. This was picked up at Dollar Tree. I should have gotten a smaller one. It does come in smaller sizes, so I don't have to cut it down. And you will be needing some scissors. And I wanna say that that's all. I'm gonna be using just regular glue, but again, I would highly recommend that you use, what is it called? That you use a glue stick and a glue gun. Okay, guys, let me put this on pause, because what I want to do is I want to cut this little block down so that we save some time. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and we are back. Okay, so with the magic of the camera here, I've already taken the liberty of cutting the floral foam and opening up the clay pots and shoving the floral foam in the inside the pots. And I've spared you the horrific sound of the noise that is made when you like push the foam into the pots. It's like, how would one describe it? Like nails on a chalkboard. It's awful. Okay, so far this is what we should have going. These 2 little pots. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to pick one of our little girl bunnies, which are these, the ones with the little daisies and they're up here by their ears. We established these are ears, it's not hair. And it has some loose threads. which you can always cut off later. Or I can do it now, whatever. We can clean it up later. The point is I'm saying clean it up later, and then I'm obsessively like cleaning it up right now. Okay, there's a couple options with these things. Okay, so let's say you feel like the face is very faint. It's supposed to kind of have like a little rustic kind of look. You can always come in with paint markers or, you know, paint if you're really good at that, and enhance the little features like the blush, the eyes, the coloring inside the ears. Let's say you feel like you're not digging the little daisy in the hair. You can switch this little flower out. Also, same thing with the little bow. Maybe you're not liking the pattern they chose. You feel like it looks kind of cheap. That also can be fixed. I'm going to cut these little spare threads. It's my perfectionism. I'm sorry. I don't like looking at it. Okay. So anyway, now that we have this one established, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shove it. Ugh. That was that noise I was telling you guys about. I'm going to shove it into the little pot. Now, if you don't want it as tall, you can cut the little stems down. I may do that. I'm not sure just yet. And I'm going to put a picture. Let me go ahead and put a picture up here in the corner of what my inspiration was. This image was pulled from Pinterest, and it was kind of like what inspired me to make this little craft. So this is not my idea. I'm borrowing it from someone else. But I wanted to show you the picture so you guys can see where I got the idea from. And then I'm showing you that you can use Dollar Tree crafts to create it. There's also wooden silhouettes, little shapes of bunnies that you can use, and of chicks that you can use in place of these, and you can go with a whole different look. Okay, so far we got the little girl one. Now we're going to pick one of the little boys. So here's one of the boy bunnies. And it kind of feels like you can kind of adjust the little ears a little bit. I don't know if that's in my imagination. Okay, so there he is. And again, if you want to come in, you can come in with, you know, paint markers or Sharpie, and, you know, just clean up the loose little threads that it has here. Because, you know, it's from the dollar store. I mean, what can you expect? You can't expect too much. But this would be so cute, you know, if you want to add it to your table as a centerpiece. So this is going to be the little, what I'm calling the little boy bunny. And we're shoving him, we're stabbing him down. You may not need glue, y'all. I don't know. Well, you're going to need glue for the, yeah, you're probably going to need glue. Okay, because this one's kind of wobbly. I might have over shoved it. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, I think I'm doing better here. Okay, so here we have the little boy bunny. And then here we have the little girl bunny. Okay, so all you have to do now is cover it up with moss. How cute is this? Well, there's one more step after this. So we're going to get our moss. And this is where your glue would come in. What I would use the glue for is to kind of secure it. You know, your hot glue gun, put the glue here to secure it so it's not wobbling around and doing what this thing is doing, because there's a hole at the bottom. Let me just relocate this. This is China's crafting disaster corner, as you can tell, because I'm not a crafter, y'all. I'm not a crafter by, you see what's happening here? Okay, let's try again. Let's try, how can we do this where it won't fall? Okay. All right, y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm going to pull him out so y'all can't hear that noise. I'm going to try to see if I can shove something down in there. Give me a sec. Okay, so I fixed it. There's like a little hole at the bottom where, you know, the pot would drain, and that the stick was falling through the hole. So I just didn't shove it down as far as I would have. Okay, so again, you probably want to come in with glue to secure your little, you know, your stick here to keep it from wobbling around. And also what you want to do is come in with glue to hold your what is it called? Your moss in place. I think I'm going to do the moss last. So what I want to do is I want to come in with raffia. Now, I just kind of eyeball it, guys. I mean, you know when you have enough raffia and when you do not have, when you have too little. And you can always cut off the excess. So I'm just grabbing, like, you know, a group full here. And what I'm going to do is wrap it around the bottom of the the vase here, just to create, you know, another point of interest. So I'm going to put the video on pause and I'll show you when I come back what it should look like. Okay guys, and I'm back. So it's kind of a good thing that I put the video on pause while I tied the little raffia bows, because I had some choice words, some expletives for the raffia. The raffia was fighting with me. It would probably be easier to do if like you had someone like helping you to hold the clay pots in place while you tie the raffia. But to get one of my sons in here to do that would be like, it'd be like pulling teeth. So, you know, a little parched from having cursed at the raffia. So all I did was, let me show you what I did. I tied the raffia at the bottom. Hopefully this is showing up because this camera is designed to focus on faces and it blurs out backgrounds. So I tied the raffia twice around the base of the little clay pot here, and then I tied a bow and I cut off the loose end. So nothing too fancy here. Now, if you want another color raffia, they sell, and this I saw at Dollar Tree yesterday during my trip. They had it in red, they had it in blue, they had it in green. So there's a variety of colors. I already had this on hand, so I just went with the natural look, and it kind of brings out the natural look of what the little bunny is here. So I did the same thing for the little boy and the little girl bunny. So here we are. This is what it looks like. Okay, your last step, guys, which is now I gotta fight with, now I'm fighting with the moss. The moss is just like whatever. You know how moss is. Raffia is messy to work with, the moss. And what I would do, this is glue that I picked up at Dollar Tree. It's just regular, you know, like school style glue. This is not the best choice. What I would recommend using again is the glue gun. But again, you know, to plug that in and do all that is just, I'm just not about that life. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. So it means, you know, I got to plug in the glue gun. I got to wait for it to heat up. You got to mess with the glue sticks. And as you can see, I'm not your everyday crafter. I try to do it as easy as possible. This may not even be the smartest way. So if you have a glue gun and you want to use a glue gun, that would be your best way to go. I'm using, you know, like I said, good old fashioned like school glue. Elmer, you can even use Elmer's glue, whatever, it doesn't matter. The point is for this stuff to stick down. And once it dries clear, so you should be okay. So now you're gonna get this messy. This is why I really am not a big crafter. I'd rather just almost like buy something and have it already made so I don't have to fight with it like I'm doing here. Okay, so now I'm just, y'all, I'm shaking the camera, and that is because I'm fighting with the moss. All I'm gonna do is stick the little moss in the pot, okay? And this is coming out pretty cute. Pretty cute. And again, I should have already, if I haven't already, I will insert the picture of what the inspiration was. You can clean it up a little bit. Let me just kind of show you where we're at here. You want to, you know, make sure you tuck it in real good. Tuck it into your little pot here. And again, it would be better to use, and then, you know, dust off the excess little moss here that I have. Okay, so here's one of them. There's one. Make sure you're covering up the foam, the floral foam. That's where that glue would come in. So I'm just going to add a little more glue here, y'all. And then we're going to move on to our haul. I didn't do a long haul because I'm doing the drawing today for the weird pregnancy cravings for all those green little gifts that I'm going to be giving out. So, you know, you didn't have to have your own weird pregnancy craving. Not everyone does. You know, maybe your mom had a weird pregnancy craving when she was pregnant with you, or maybe you just like, you're eating weird stuff. You know, they have a show about that, My Weird Obsession, and there's people that eat all kind of weird stuff. So here's the first one. Hopefully you can see him. Look how cute he is. And again, if you want to lower it, you can cut the stick down a little bit shorter, which I think would have looked cuter if I cut it down shorter. But, you know, we're on a time crunch here, so we're not going to do all that. All right, so now let's come back to the girl bunny. And Let's put the foam moss in here. Y'all should see the mess that I have up here on this desk. Y'all be like, what? See, I would normally craft downstairs in the office, but the office has so much stuff in it right now. It's and also the lighting downstairs. The lighting downstairs is really bad. Up here, the lighting is better because in front of my windows, I removed a lot of the trees. At one time, believe this or not, we had 16 trees in the front yard and 21 trees in the backyard. Yes, I'm not lying. I'm for real. We had that many trees. Over a few years, because of hurricanes, we had trees removed because one almost fell on the house. One took out our perimeter fence. And after that, I became like, I had a phobia of trees. And we have these giant pine trees that are like 100 feet tall. These suckers are huge. And you know, just every time, you know, we would get large wind gusts, I was like, I wanted to go check into a hotel because I was so afraid of the trees falling on the house because one fell, took out a corner of, you know, the roof, broke the sidewalk, had to be lifted out with a crane. We had to call a tree company to come and cut it down. This thing was like, you couldn't even walk out the front door because the tree was like my height. And what they did was they cut it in sections and then a crane, like a claw, had to pick it up and haul this thing away. And since that happened, and it happened at 2 o'clock in the morning, everyone's like dead asleep. It was a very windy night. We had like wind gusts in the 40s. So, you know, I didn't think anything of it, but something in my mind was like, it'd be weird if a tree were to fall, you know, because you hear them like creaking and cracking and the wind howling out there. And sure enough, that night, 2 o'clock in the morning, boom, the whole house shakes. And I jumped out of bed and it fell the window adjacent to my son's room. If the tree had fallen 2 or 3 feet over, my son would probably be dead, and the tree would have went through the second story all the way through the first story because it was that big, it was that heavy. So because of that, I had a lot of trees removed. But in spite of this, we still have a lot of trees, and it creates like a very, you know, our house is very, what I would call cozy, a little bit darker, but this is the best place to film. You know, everywhere else is kind of dark, so I can't film in the office. That's the long version of that story. So anyway, trees, they're scary. I'm afraid of them. Okay, here's buddy number 2. So look how easy this craft is. Look, for someone like me who is, I cannot cook worth a lick. I can follow a recipe, but I'm by no means a chef. I'm not a cook. I don't like to cook, y'all. I'm not good at crafting, okay? But I can see what someone else has done and kind of replicate it. So that's something that I can do. I can't come up with my own crafts in my own mind. That to me is like genius. Like, how do these people think this thing up? Like, how do they see these things and assemble them? What I can do is see something that's already been done and I can replicate it. Now, it has to be pretty simple and not require a bunch of steps because I'm not about a bunch of steps. And that's why I don't like cooking because you know, when you have to have like, oh, you need paprika. Okay. You need minced garlic. Okay. You need cooking sherry. Well, you're also going to need like 30 other ingredients. Okay. You already lost me. That's too many steps. But I admire people. I admire people that have the passion to cook. Okay. So that decorating, I can do that all day long. That's my thing. I live for that. I love taking something that looks completely destroyed, awful, and I can see a vision in my head and turn it completely around and decorate the hell out of it. But like I said, crafting, I can do a little bit. So hopefully this is something that, you know, if you're interested in crafting, this is something that you guys can create little topiaries. And look how easy they were. And it didn't require a lot of, you know, a lot of steps, a lot of product. And look how cute. And these would look so adorable if you're having like a little Easter, a brunch, dinner, a lunch, and you set these at your table. I think these would look super cute. So there they are. All right. So I'm going to clear the huge mess that I made here on my desk. And then we're going to jump into the haul. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys. And we are back. We? Who are we? Me, myself, and I. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to do the, what is it called? The drawing for the little green tropical giveaway. So I'm going to do that first. So if you entered in the contest with your weird pregnancy cravings or just weird cravings altogether, the drawing is next. Okay, let me take a sip of my coffee. I'm alternating between coffee and water. And I'm drinking it black, y'all. Ugh. I've been on a diet for like 5 days now. This is day 6. This is the longest I've been able to be on a diet for a while. Mine is, it's 2 reasons really. You know, obviously, everybody wants to look their best. That's not the main focus for myself. Mine is more like for health issues. I do have hypertension or high blood pressure, and because of that, which I'm gonna get into something deep here. So if it's something that you're here for fun and crafting and stuff like that, then you can always fast forward this part of the video. But it was something I was gonna wait to share maybe further down the line. But I don't know, I feel like sharing it today. I'm gonna try not to cry about it. It's I have something that I developed 2 years ago, called severe generalized anxiety disorder. Right now, it's not in what I would call the severe stage of it. At its worst, this was happening every single day, several times a day. It led into almost like an agoraphobia, fear of leaving the house, wanting to always be in the emergency room, thinking that I was having a heart attack all the time, having heart attack-like symptoms, having symptoms of what felt like a stroke. Now, being a very type A personality that I am, what I would consider myself the matriarch, the person who had to take over that role, when my husband passed away, the mother of 3 sons, the supervisor, the head of of my career, overseeing a staff, overseeing, millions of dollars of assets. I don't say this to impress upon you. I'm saying this to tell you that I'm like the last person that I thought this would happen to. And not only that, I didn't believe that this was something that was real. When people would complain about having anxiety, in my mind, and I just want to be honest with you, I always thought that they were exaggerating, that it was a person that was a weak person, that, toughing it out. I was raised to be really tough, especially by my mom and my dad. There's no crying allowed. You got to tough it out, get up, very self-motivated. And so this was something that was very foreign to me. And even from my parents, it was expected that I needed to suck it up, that I needed to just positive think my way out of it. Unfortunately, it was not that easy. There was a point where I was, not only going to the emergency room every day. At my worst time, I went 3 times in one day, because whatever they would tell me would not convince me that I was okay. They would run all kind of tests, CAT scans, x-rays, blood work, urinalysis, MRIs. And no matter what test they ran, it was never enough. It was always that they were missing something, that I was the only one that knew that I was very ill, and they couldn't see it. And I would go to hospital after hospital. It was happening at work. My staff, thank God for them, they stepped in and really took over my role, taking on a lot of my responsibilities to kind of keep, my office and everything, part of my job afloat during this period of my life. But after, very intensive therapy, also, going to, see a psychiatrist, I was very much against taking medications. It got to the point where I was taking 8 pills a day to function. A hole that I thought I was never going to come out of. It is a reason that I started my channel, because of my my therapist recommended that I pick up a hobby, that I start doing something that I could channel my energy and it would distract me so that my mind wasn't filled with, you know, these thoughts of anxiety. And so it started with idolatry. So I started, she said, well, why don't you go, you know, shopping? And, you know, at the time, you know, you afford to go shopping all the time, you know, because the time I was working still. And I, you know, it got to where shopping was very expensive. So she says, well, why don't you go shop at a dollar store? And, you know, that way you spend $20 and while you're in the store, it's distracting you. And, you know, you're looking at items. It's helping you to keep your mind occupied. So that's what I did. I started going to the Dollar Tree and I started buying stuff. And then I started watching Dollar Tree videos. And then I was like, I can do, you know, Dollar Tree videos. I see other people doing it. I think I know how to work a computer. I'm not the most computer savvy. But I talked to, you know, my therapist about it. And she's like, yeah, why don't you start a YouTube video? And that's kind of what has brought me to this point. But if you are out there, you know, and that you have, you know, whatever it may be, you know, whether it's depression, bipolar disorder, you know, schizophrenia, there's so many different types of mental health issues that exist that are taboo. They're not spoken about. People are embarrassed to speak about it. At one time I was embarrassed to speak about it because I felt like, you know, there's such a, there's this cloud over this, and that you're not allowed to talk about it, even though the brain is an organ, no different than the heart, no different than the lungs, no different than, you know, if you're having a gastrointestinal issue, you're having a cardiac issue, this is just a different organ, and it also experiences, you know, illnesses. The trauma, you know, of witnessing the passing of, you know, my husband, the love of my life, my high school sweetheart, the father of my children, amongst other things that happened in my life, that the doctor said I suppressed. I did not, you know, deal with them correctly, in a healthy way. I pushed them down inside and I pushed myself into my career, my children. And I didn't allow myself to grieve, and they bubbled, you know, forward, and that's what triggered this issue. Now, last year and the year prior were probably like the worst years of my life, or with the year that I started my channel. But it has gotten so much better. It's something that I still struggle with. There are days that are easier than others. I'm not taking 8 pills anymore like I was, you know, and they've given me the tools that I need to, you know, to when these thoughts pop in, you're having a stroke, you're having a heart attack, catastrophic thinking, that I know, okay, these are just thoughts. This is not reality. And I can, you know, talk my way through it. And I do still rely on some medication, but instead of, you know, 8 pills, now it's 2 pills. And, you know, hopefully one day it'll go into remission and it'll go away altogether, which they said it can. But I wanted to share this with you because I know that sometimes we present a facade of perfection, you know, oh, look how, you know, your makeup looks so cute, and, you know, your hair looks so pretty, and your house is so decorated, and you look like you have it all together. And deep down inside, you're hiding a secret, or there's smoke. It's all smoke and mirrors, guys. This is smoke and mirrors. This is me living my real life. This is my true self. And I just wanted to share that with you. And this has absolutely nothing to do with the drawing. So I'm sorry that I've gone off on this tangent. But if you're out there and this is something that you're dealing with, me too. So, you know, just wanted you to know that. So enough of that. I'm not going to cry. We're going to go off on this drawing. I wish you guys the best of luck. But this is the reason that I've started my channel, and you guys have been so supportive, and I cannot thank you guys enough. Wish I could do a drawing every week. I totally do. You know, but having to have stepped back from my career of 21 years to, you know, not work the way I used to, it's not something that's, you know, as tangible for me as it is. But my way of giving back to you is doing these little giveaways. And I hope that, that you enjoy the videos. And, again, I wish you the best of luck. Okay, so I feel like I got a name here. Good luck to you guys. I need to hear from you by the 18th. What I'm going to do is in the description box, I'm going to let you know what my email is. Just contact me through my email. Let me know, hey, I'm the winner. You can also say, hey, I'm the winner in the comment section. There was an issue with my Gmail. I have fixed that. So you should be able to reach me through Gmail. If you can't, I will provide my alternate email, and you just need to send me your address. And as long as you respond by the 18th of February, I'll put the date up here, then I'll get this mailed out to you. If I do not hear from you by the 18th, then we'll do another drawing, and we'll go from there. All right, so Beauty by Maddie, you are the winner. Congratulations to you, Beauty by Maddie. Woohoo! Congratulations. You have won the Tropical Green themed giveaway prize. So please respond, Maddie. If you can let me know by the 18th, hey, I'm the winner. Remember, put it in the description box. If I don't hear from you, also, I'll put the email. Remember, the email is going to be in this. Don't put it in the description box, y'all. Put it in the comment section. You're the winner. And also, the description box will contain my email where I can be reached for you know, if you want to send me your address so I can get this sent out to you. And I'm going to do a much better job at wrapping because we've had issues with it getting crushed. If there's a pen in there, the pen ink leaking everywhere. So I'm going to do much better at getting those packages to you guys. I think I've only had 1 or 2 incidents, but 1 or 2 is too many. All right, so Beauty by Maddie. Hopefully I will hear from you. If not, guys, then we'll do another drawing after the 18th. Okay, now let's jump into the haul. First thing I want to do is show off this American Apparel t-shirt that I got at the Dollar Tree for, guess what, $1.25. And they had brands like Gildan, jerseys, of course, American Apparel, amongst others, in a large variety of colors and sizes. So there was anything from like green and navy blue and black and gray and orange and youth sizes, adult sizes, small, medium, large, extra large, 3X. So almost every kind of size you could think of. If you guys donate to like homeless shelters or, you know, mental health facilities, or if you just like clothes to lounge around or do yard work in, or just t-shirts to wear, you know, just cause. The Dollar Tree is a really great place to pick these up. And I've seen people pick up polo shirts. I've seen people pick up hoodies. So, you know, that's something not to pass up on. I looked over the shirts very thoroughly before picking them up. I could find absolutely nothing wrong with them. Also, if you're doing the iron-on, you know, designs that they sell at Dollar Tree, you can pick up your shirt there and the iron-on, and you've got yourself a cute little t-shirt for like $2.50. So that's a price that you cannot beat with a stick. And so, yes, I picked it up in this, what looks like a heathered, orangey, reddish, fiery kind of color. So yes, this was picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I did pick it up in other colors, and I'll show those in future videos. Okay. Remember, guys, that I said that I was going to be doing a chocolate/coffee themed gift set that will be coming up very soon. And so I came across this really cute towel, and it's called a flour sack towel. So it's not that hideous, horrible, horrific material that they sell, the one that snags on your fingers. It's not that material. It's 100% cotton, guys. And it says, how do I take my coffee? Seriously, very seriously. And it even comes with the little coffee beans. So I picked this up for the sole purpose of putting it in that little gift set. So if you are a fan of coffee, or you want to do like a little welcome home housewarming gift, or you know someone who loves coffee, you want to put a little gift set together, be on the lookout for that. Okay, so this I picked up because it reminds me of our boy Charlie. I'll put a picture of him. We have a German Shepherd. He is one of our beloved family members. And I don't know about you guys, but when I was a kid, I used to do the paint by number, what are the little craft sets? They would sell the, you know, these little pictures, and they were, you know, in different little blocks, and it would have numbers, and then it would come with paint, and each paint had its own number, and you just followed the number guide. Well, this is basically what this is. It's called Pop Art, and it's just saying paint by number. So you're getting 5 paints. It's one set. It's ages for 6 and up, and it comes with 8 pieces. So basically, the canvas that you're going to print on, the paint paint on, the paintbrush, and the paints. So those are your 8 sets. Now, they may have come in other designs. I don't remember seeing other ones, but I picked it up simply because it looks like a German Shepherd and it looks like our dog Charlie, and I just loved the whole pop art style. So this is a really cute, you know, if you donate to Toys for Tots, if you're, you know, sending out care packages, very lightweight. Another thing, birthdays, what would be, if you're doing like a paint party, you know, like a little art kind of party for your kids, $1.25. This would be great to add in a loot bag or to put at everyone's place setting, and everyone can paint their own little picture and take it home at the end of the party. Another thing is if you're setting stuff aside for Christmas for the end of the year, this is a great buy and super cute. Okay, this I picked up because I do have several family members that are in the fields of education, and I just thought this was the cutest little card. So as you guys know, apples are synonymous with teachers, and this is a Valentine's Day card for a teacher. It is a Hallmark brand card. It's 2 for $1 still. So, you know, not the $1.25. This one's still 50 cents. And it says, for a special teacher, you're nice, you're fun, you're all heart too. Guess Valentine's Day is just like you. So hopefully, let's see if we can get this camera to focus, y'all. I still am playing around. This is a brand new camera, and I suck at this kind of stuff. So I'm still going to be playing around with it. And at some point, hopefully we'll figure it out. So I'll be sending this card out to them. Okay. Also, since I recently redecorated the upstairs bathroom, I installed 2 Chindi style rugs. And you're supposed to put these items, non-slip rug deals underneath them to keep the rugs from sliding around. So in order to keep us from like breaking our necks when we go into the bathroom, I remembered when I go to the Dollar Tree and pick these up, because these cost a lot more at, you know, like places like At Home. Of course, they come in different sizes, larger sizes. They also sell these at Walmart and places like that. But $1.25, this is a good deal. So I'm gonna get these put in. I purchased 2 of them. And this says that it's coming in the 18 inches by 28 inches, and it's a non-slip rug underlay. And it's got like, you know, like a rubbery material, so it'll grip to the floor and keep the rug from killing you. Okay, so I picked up 2 of those. Another item that I picked up was this adorable little spring-like purse. They put these out every year. This is not something that's new. And I think they put it out in several colors. I know they put it out in white, and I also think lavender and maybe blue. Do not quote me on that. What I know for sure is white and pink. And I have really huge plans for this. I'm going to do the cutest little gift set using this little spring bag. And this is just the cutest little purse for like Easter Sunday. You go to church. I think this would be so cute to carry along. And let's see what the texture is. Like a woven, just has a little tote bag. I don't feel like it's a tote bag. It's kind of like a purse. I know it's from the Dollar Tree warehouse, and it doesn't seem to say the material. But it's got like a plastic wipeable like material, and then you have the little flower glued on here. I think this is so pretty. So I'm going to be making a little craft set out of that. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be in a future video. Okay, also came across this print. Isn't that gorgeous? And if you guys have seen my downstairs, my main accent color is blue. I love, love, love blue. Up here, it's like green, black, and earth tones, I guess. Downstairs is blue. And I liked it because it had like a wintry color to it. I also like that it's a vertical, you know, like a longer shaped frame. Now, the frame on it does have a little bit of a white plastic cheap kind of look to it, but what I plan to do is, you know, brush up on it with some chalk white paint, and that'll make it look a little bit more like wood as opposed to plastic, and so it won't look as cheap, and I won't have to change out the frame. But I plan to use this somewhere downstairs. I haven't decided where. I'm still working on, I've got a couple projects, redoing my home office, redoing the patio leading out into the backyard. I'm going to film that. I don't think I'm going to film the office because that's not something terribly exciting. Also, redoing the kitchen. I'm not super satisfied where I'm at with that. So those are some projects that I have coming up. But this one, I think I may use in the kitchen area. I'm not sure, but I just think it's absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And of course it's blue. So yeah, of course I'm going to like it. So that's something to be on the lookout for if you like the color blue. I didn't see any other ones that you could pair it up with, but they do have, you know, various canvas prints, and you can create like a collage, you know, going up the stairs or over your sofa, or your bedroom. There's a lot of things that you can do with Dollar Tree art prints. I know the frames sometimes look a little cheap. They're easy to change out. You can always, like I said, go in with a, you know, a more mattified kind of paint, and that'll help hide the fact that it's plastic. Okay, so you guys already know that no China Dollar Tree haul would be complete if I didn't show you socks. And these are going to go with the coffee theme gift set. So check these out. So there's 2 socks here that you're getting. They're women's sizes 5 to 9. They're by Juncture. And the first sock, let me see if I can show it to you because it's hard to show, y'all. Since they have them kind of like, you know, with this little plastic clip holding it together. It says... what does it say? Love you. It says, love you, a latte. Duh. Of course it says that. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to try to open it up for you guys. So you have the little cup here with the little heart, and then in glitter here on the heart, love you, and then latte. Love you, a latte. How adorable is this? Love the color scheme that they picked. And then the second pair is equally as adorable as the first pair. Look at these with the little coffee cups. So this is going to be part of the whole little coffee gift set that I'm putting together. Right now I'm building it up. Hopefully that'll be coming up soon because I've got quite a few that I'm working on. Okay, and don't forget I'm also doing the adult Easter basket. So I have that one too. There's a couple coming down the works, and I try to do a giveaway at least once or twice a month. Remember, you do have to be a subscriber if you want to participate in that. Okay, also going in the Coffee Lovers gift set is this magnetic notepad. So this is by Jot, and it says, get it while it's hot, right? So it's 60 pages. They're lined, and let's see if we can get this camera to focus. One day I'm going to figure this camera situation out, y'all. Okay, so get it while it's hot. Pages are lined, 60, and again, the brand Jot. And it has a magnet right here on the back. If you, once you finish the notepad, hold on to that magnet because you can use it for other crafts. Okay, so that's going to go into that coffee gift set. Okay, you know, I'm talking about the little gift set that I'm putting together using that cute little, what is it, Easter-like spring purse. This is going to be going in there. Oh my God, I can't wait to put that together and show it to you guys. So they are Peeps brand stick-on nails. Are these not the super cutest ever? And these are for little girls, of course. So not adult size. Okay, so it says that you're getting 10 press-on nails, basically in the shape of the Peep. So you're having the one that's shaped like a chick and the one that's shaped like a bunny. Let's see if it comes with the glue. These, oh yeah, they do come with the glue. So I guess they're like peel and stick. And they're just the cutest thing ever. These would be the cutest thing to add to an Easter basket if you are building your own, or if you buy them already made and you want to just, you know, zhuzh them up a little bit. You can open them up and throw in some little extra items. These are also super lightweight. So if you wanted to do an Easter care package, you know, to the grandkids, you can throw this in and it's not going to add up. You know, it's not going to make the cost to ship so much higher because this weighs next to nothing. Okay, last item that I'm going to show you guys is this contact paper. So, of course, this is sold to line cabinets, but I've seen people do all kind of crafts with this. I've seen people get like Amazon boxes and like rewrap them and make them look so pretty using contact paper. I've also seen people use this as like a backsplash, especially if you're a renter and you have, you know, you're renting an apartment, you're renting a home, you're afraid to damage walls and you want to make a, you know, backsplash in your kitchen a little bit prettier, you know, you want to zhuzh up the look, for lack of a better term, this is something that's very inexpensive. It's peel and stick. I believe it's easily removable. This can also be used as backdrop on photo frames. So if you have, you know, really pretty photo frames, you can put this as a backdrop and then center the photo in front of the contact paper. I have a project in mind for this contact paper, so I picked up 2 of these. Now, in terms of like lining cabinets, it is cheaper to go to Walmart and to get this elsewhere. You're not getting a lot for what you're paying here. But if it's for like a small craft, like I said, if you're doing, you use a wallpaper on, you know, a small accent wall, you know, maybe like, you know, in a bathroom, okay? You're not doing a big accent wall, a backsplash. If you're, you know, your laundry room, maybe, you know, you're wanting to do an accent wall, maybe for, decorative for cabinets, but for doing lining lots of cabinets, no, it's not a really good deal. You're not getting a lot of it's 18 inches by 1.5 yards, so it's, you know, it's not a lot, but it's a great purchase if you're using it for crafting or for the ideas that I just mentioned. And the print is gorgeous. Look at it. Look how pretty this print is. Really pretty. Now, if you don't like this print, that's okay. You know, you're not hurting my feelings. They have so many other prints to choose from. So that, my friends, brings today's haul to a wrap. I certainly hope that you enjoyed our little craft. It wasn't too messy, too crazy like my prior ones. I think I'm getting a little bit better. I'm working on it. I have some more coming up here in the future. And don't forget, the winner, you have until the 18th. Don't forget, in the description box, my email, shoot me an email, give me your address. You can also put your, announce I'm a winner in the comment section down below. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your really busy day to watch my videos. I hope you're enjoying the content I'm putting forward. And if so, hit that like button. You cannot imagine how much it helps me, especially in the YouTube algorithms that I have yet to figure out. Also, you know, if you don't forget to subscribe. If you want to participate in these giveaways, you do have to be a subscriber. And I love to read your guys' comments down below. Was there something in particular that you enjoyed in today's video? Something you want to share? I love to read those comments. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I hope to catch you at the Dollar Tree. Bye, guys.